So greetings from a chilly Pennsylvania morning. It's time for another video in our series on the Horseshoe Trail. I think the last video I did was the Horseshoe Trail as well. It's a Monday morning. I think I hiked the section over there on Saturday. Over there is the Clarence Shock Memorial Park at Governor Dick. And we finished that last hike over there. But Monday morning here, this is the 13th of November. We're now here on State Game Lands number 145, still here in Lebanon County. I'll show you the map in just a little bit here. Yeah, so here's our map. Yeah, the last hike we did was this section through the park. Now we're right here, parked along Pinch Road, and we're going to hike this section right here, going all the way out to, what is this, Mount Wilson Road, near Colebrook. State Game Lands 145. Looks like just under 3 miles. So in just a moment we'll get packed up and get going. Probably have to put gloves on this morning. It's a little bit chilly, but it should warm up a little bit. Might be about 50 degrees today. But yeah, I know I just did a Horseshoe Trail video. I tried to do several in a row, but I was out with friends all day yesterday, hanging out and playing games and stuff, so I didn't have much time to plan for the day. And that's kind of what's nice about the Horseshoe Trail. I don't know what to plan for. I just kind of have to get my map, park, show up, and go hiking. Plus, too, deer season is coming here in Pennsylvania soon, and the State Game Lands will just be full of hunters. So I kind of want to get, there's this section, there's sections on State Game Lands yet here in a little bit. I kind of want to get these areas done before that season gets, because then it gets pretty crowded out here, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's quit yapping and let's get going. And away we go. Got the yellow blaze on the post right there. Looks like it kind of have like an old road here. I'm not sure if it'll be like this through the whole section here. Alright. Saw one of the person out here walking with his dogs earlier. Yeah, there's our yellow blaze. I should mention too that this section is all new to me. I have not been on any part of this section through here. So it'll be a discovery for both of us, or all of us I should say. Not really sure if there's anything of interest out here. You never know. You know how I am. I'm always looking for ruins or cool rock features and things like that. But we'll see. But not too far from here is Dinosaur Rock. I visited there several times. Once we get out to, was it Mount Wilson Road? Just takes us out too. There's another parking lot just down the way that takes you right to Dinosaur Rock. I think there's a trail. I think on the map I showed you there's a trail that goes from the Horseshoe Trail to Dinosaur Rock, but I'm not going to take it. It's a bit, at least a mile. So there is potentially, more interesting things out here to see. We'll see. I said we'll see twice, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But definitely lacking those fall colors down through here. Even on Saturday when we were over at Clarence Shock, there was still some color on some of the trees, but hey, you never know, maybe a little ways down the trail it'll change, but definitely taking on that winter look through here. That's the cycle of the seasons though. Next thing you know, it'll be snowing, maybe. We'll see if we get snow this winter. I've been hearing people say we're going to get a lot, then recently some people have been saying that, nope, it's going to be like last year, where we got like hardly anything. I do see a sign over here in the woods. There's a trail. What is this? What is this sign for? Notice stake names, restricted area, foot traffic only. Huh. Just means, oh, I think because it's coming off the Horseshoe Trail. They don't want, so if you're riding your bike or your horse, it's saying that this trail is not for that. Okay, that makes sense. That's why they don't want you. And I'm kind of curious as to where this goes. Anyway, we'll have to tear ourselves away for now. Stay on the Horseshoe Trail. There's our yellow blaze up there. Yeah, some other time I'll have to figure out where that trail goes. But anyway, I was getting ready to say, you can let me know down below in the comments, what do you want for this winter? Would you like to see, anyway, or what do you like to see for winters? Do you like to see, are you a snow person? Do you like lots of snow, or do you want, a more mild winter where, not as cold and not much snow? For me, I do like the snow, especially around Christmas time and stuff like that. I like a couple of big snowfalls. They're kind of fun. But to be honest, by February and March, I'm getting kind of tired of the snow. So I feel like I like it early on, but then I kind of want an early spring. So I'm kind of somewhere in between all that. But I would like to be able to use my snowshoes. There was a couple of winters where we got a lot of snow, and I couldn't really find any because, well, everybody else was buying snowshoes because got a lot of snowfall. And then I kind of, prior to last winter, I kind of got some early, so I'm going to be prepared. Well, then we didn't really get any snow, much snow at all last winter. At least none that you could, try snowshoeing in. So hopefully this winter we do. I can make a video where I'm out snowshoe hiking for the first time, see how that goes. We're just kind of in the basement collecting dust right now. Quiet out here this morning. That's typical for this time of year. All I can hear, they're picking up there, I can hear the sound of traffic out that way. I think that's the turnpike, Interstate 76. That runs just to the south of here. A beautiful, chilly autumn morning. Well, late autumn. Like I said, we're kind of missing the colors, but every season has its beauty to it, though. Even the starkness of winter. So coming up to a fork in the trail. The trail is well marked. You got the double blaze. The one on the top means we veer to the left. This is what looks like the main trail goes anyway. Well, I guess that is a trail over there too. Yeah. You can still see the frost on the ground. It was cold this morning. I mean, not frigid, but obviously cold enough to freeze. So it's still frosty in the shade, but where the sun comes out, how it is, it melts right away. Alright, so I just wanted to show you this. I'm pretty sure this area was logged out years ago. These are all fairly younger trees. Most of them are the same species. These are all like tulip poplar trees, but up ahead there is a bigger tree. That one right there. See how it towers up? That's also tulip poplar. When they log these areas out, they leave a few bigger trees like this, like as a seed tree, and yeah, pretty much all these little smaller trees, the tulip poplars, are offspring of this one big one. A lot of the ones over here too. That's how it works sometimes. They leave a few behind to seed the area again. So these are all, that's the mama tree right there. These are all her babies. So our trail continues to be this old forest road, or sometimes they call it two-track. I don't know, I kind of like having just a single footpath through the woods, if I'm honest. Keep going straight. All this makes for nice, easy walking. We definitely cover more distance in a short amount of time. But I kind of missed that, a single kind of rocky path through the woods. Just really quiet out here today too. Hasn't always been the most scenic section either. We got some logged out sections here. But yeah. Here's a maple tree, adding some color to the forest. Even as we stand here and talk, the leaves are coming down. See them there. But who knows, by the end of the day, there might not be any leaves on that tree, but you can see how the trail is carpeted with the different, color of leaves. Are here, it's all these brown ones, and all of a sudden there's like a golden patch of color in this one tree here. And there goes another one. All right. Looks like a sugar maple. As mentioned earlier, it's pretty quiet out here today. I just saw a bird fly off there. There are some songbirds out here. The winter birds are here, but they're terribly difficult to get on camera. As soon as you focus on and zoom in on them, they fly away most of the time. But it's just that time of year too. There are quite a few animals out here in the woods. A lot of them are nocturnal. They were out last night, and now they've gone to bed pretty much, so they're not out. They're just out there in the woods, in the trees and in the brush, bedding down for the day. So, and sometimes people ask that, where's all the wildlife? Well, it's out here. It just doesn't always, they just don't always make themselves visible. I mean, sometimes you're rewarded, get a cool shot of one, but not always. Just hear the sound of the leaves falling too from the trees and stuff. It's always interesting too to see the patterns that the frost makes on the leaves. Like this one here, it kind of outlined the leaf. Yeah, a little. It's cool to get some really close up pictures of the frost sometimes, depending on what kind of camera you have. Anyway, it can be quite beautiful. So this might be the end up here. I see a gate up there, a car parked. So this is the parking lot for what's on Mount Wilson Road. We'll find out in a bit here. I do hear some, I think it's, is that coming up this way? Yeah, I hear some traffic coming up this way, so yeah. Yeah, I think that's the road right up there. Yep, definitely the parking area. Someone's boots are up on the sign there. Okay, go ahead and walk down here. But in our next section, we'll be parking here. And heading that way, I see the gate on the other side there. Let's finish this last little section here. Yeah, I can already see the yellow blaze over there. But yeah, if you go down this, there's parking down to your left for Dinosaur Rock. And up to your right is Colebrook. The rail trail is up that way. Yeah, up that way somewhere is Dinosaur Rock. So a pretty easy section to hike if you're looking for one that's easier. Some of the sections we hike, have a lot of ups and downs on them and are muddy and rocky. But this one is fairly easy, as you can see. But in some ways also kind of monotonous. This hasn't been one of my favorite sections. Although we haven't had to do like a road walk or anything here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just because the trees feel bare, less color on them, I'm not sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a beautiful hike anytime you get out in the woods. But I do like when there's a little bit of a variety in the hike. I do enjoy like the single track trail through the woods too, I think. Although it can be a little bit more difficult, more rocky and stuff, but anyway, just my opinion, not a complaint. But anyway, I gotta make my way back now. There's no other way to get back to where I parked. I mean, I could, but it'd be long. Sometimes I look for like a shorter route to get back, but this is the shorter route to get back. Sometimes you can make like a loop hike on another trail or do something else, but not this time. So about 2.9 miles back. So if you do like an out and back, it's about 5.8 miles. And like I said, it's not a bad, easy terrain if you're looking for something easier. Alright, as usual, I probably won't film a whole lot on the way back unless something cool shows up, like a deer or something, or some wildlife on the way back. You never know. Yeah, got a logging truck out here actually. I heard it earlier up that way, but not so quiet out here anymore. Looks like they're just turning around. So they must be doing some active logging up that way. Yeah, the sun is out, it's warming up. I'm thinking some of this color's popped and there's still some greens out. I feel like maybe I was a little bit too harsh on the trail this section. It is a, you know, as all sections, like I said, you know, it has its own beauty. You just have to take the time to notice it. There were a few sections, you know, of the logging that were a little ugly, I guess you could say, but there's sections like this then too. But that's the way it is, folks. You can't always focus on the ugliness of life. You gotta find the beauty in life too sometimes, or else you'll just become a depressed, horrible person to be around if all you ever do is concentrate on the ugliness that's out there. There's beauty out there. You just have to look for it sometimes, but it's out there. Yeah, right up here is the gate to the other end, so we're just about finished. Well, for the trek back. So that'll be it then, folks. But thanks for coming along with me on a quiet Monday morning hike here on the Horseshoe Trail. So hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.